is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We'll go and play action. Young finds his fullback. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
All set now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
McMorris there on the cover.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Young. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34.
And the Panthers.
Here's a gift to Hubbard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Young hangs on to it. Well, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. You know, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
48-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
By Jordan Fuller. 10 yards on the pickup.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Brings up third down and 10.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Butker on now to kick this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Time coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays Brock made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. From the gun, it's Hunt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's an option right that begins this drive. He'll slide down after picking up a couple. Second down upcoming.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock, sliding down with a gain of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third down run by Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, here's Young. Getting out to his left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Young looking to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, third and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
Running for it here with Hubbard. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. Keeps away from 1. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He stays up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop, assuming that first sacker is going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Brings up third and
air it out on third. Ball is out. Mahomes fumbled it. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. That is Jimmy Horn back deep for the Panthers. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down. A gain of
All right,
14.
they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Carolina.
Here's Young to throw. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now Young, dialing up a receiver screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Third along, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs. And he just got it done.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. First and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. First and 10 now from the 46.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Panthers' 38.
Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a give to Hunt. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A second down run by Pacheco. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
from the red zone now. Throw is caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs jump in front now by 5. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. One of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. They've got first down here from the 36.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Panther first down.
Play action now. Young. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Only need about the length of the football. Maybe a touch more on the 2nd and inches. Hand off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Panthers first.
For a Panthers first down.
We've set it down from 37.
First down, Panthers.
Young on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Young working from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down, Carolina.
Shotgun snap now to Young. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Brings up 2nd.
To the air, yet again. Young. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Carolina.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Hubbard. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Young. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Fitzgerald sends this through, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And is enough time to put something together. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Rice, caught again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hanson with our half. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Mahomes. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
One thing you learn about NFL halftimes, Kate, is they're a lot quicker than the college game. You got to make your adjustments in a hurry, and boy, has this defense. Back-to-back sacks, setting up what could be a very quick 3 and out, and an early boost in the second half.
This is cut downfield by Rice. And a great play does not get the first down. That stop came at the very last moment to bring up 4. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Finds the in route complete. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
31 yards. And a Panther first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bounds. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Young's going to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Yep. Oh, I get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense out to take over. Now we've got a challenge. Dave Canales not happy with that last call.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Dave Canales happy with that decision. His challenge is successful. Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's caught in strong by Rice. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The first down carry for Pacheco. He played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Trying things up the gut. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another.
They'll run, Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Stays upright. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Butker knocks it through. And that grows the lead to 5.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
On the return, this is Etienne. Escapes a defender. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Here's Young on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to... That's complete inside the 35. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Dave Canales keeping his kicker on the sideline. He wants two here.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Line up the design keeper. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
18.
Well, no harm in going for it there, Brock. Wanted to make it a field goal game, but their advantage instead stays at 1.
Yeah, that data book tells you it's the right call to make because we're here in the second half. Leading by 2 instead of just 1 doesn't make much of a difference either way. You still now trail with an opposing field goal, and that's what they've got to defend against right now.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Panthers set to take the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Escapes his grasp. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Chiefs, 22.
Out of the gun, Young. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on third down. Throw here, third down. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, it's 6 big points on the board.
Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Complete out to the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. Jukes away from one. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we pause for a moment for an injury. Somebody on the offense. That's Xavier Worthy, who was hurt on the play. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Isaiah Pacheco. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
3 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Running left with Pacheco. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. To the air, Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment defense.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs down by only 2 in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Chiefs will
Mahomes throwing for 2. From the pocket, and he's taken down. The defense maintains the 2-point lead. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Panthers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down.
Young hangs on to it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Young working from the gun. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
17 yards. That's another Panthers
First and goal, Hubbard. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Chris Jones.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Katie. Get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers push this to an 8-point game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push the lead to 2 scores now.
Chiefs 23.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Brown with a return here. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Caught near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
A gain of 10
Well, that is
yards.
pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It's Hubbard off the option. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
When you get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ball is out, Mahomes fumbled it. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble, Brock, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Dillon, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Zone read, they'll give it to Hubbard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
3 yards. That's good for the Panthers.
Young hangs on to it. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first.
That's another.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. On play action, here's Young. Throws caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That's another.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Hubbard trying to run his way in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. The tight end in motion now. Here's another for it. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3. Now hang on a moment. I think we've got an injured player out there. Yeah, that's Chuba Hubbard being looked at following the play. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll work against the blitz. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
5 yards.
That right there, Kate, that right there has all the armchair quarterbacks going. Why didn't you run it? Because you take a risk when you throw it. And if you take a sack, well, now you got to kick the field goal. If you would have pounded the football, got a little bit closer, you at least give yourself a decision on 4th. I don't think you do now.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Panthers nearing their first win of the season. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now it's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Gets some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock.
First down.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Mahomes. Setting up the running back screen. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear a lane for a touchdown just like that one.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take it on 2nd down. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say so long from Kansas City.